Hello everyone, this is question 7C on the practice exam. In this case here, you're given the structure of an organic compound and you have to come up with the name. So looking at this first one here, your main backbone or portion of it is this benzene ring. Okay. Then you look at what else is on there. You have an OH group, which is a functional group, a fluoro, and a bromo. And generally the only thing that's going to change the parent name of that will be the OH. Remember, if you have an alcohol, it adds the "all" onto the end of it. And how we represent this benzene ring, like this, that's a phenol. Okay, so if it was just the OH bound to this benzene ring, that's phenol. So at the end over here, that'll be our end of our name. So that becomes carbon number 1, and then you start numbering. And you want to have the smaller numbers. You don't want to end up with the larger numbers. So you're going to start going this way. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have a fluoro on number 3, and we have a bromo on number 4. But the order that we're going to put them here is not numerical. We're going to put them by alphabetical order. So we're starting with the fact that we have a 4 bromo and then a 3 fluoro. And fluoro becomes part of that final bit of the name. So we have 4 bromo, 3 fluoro. Okay? And that all becomes part of the name. And in between the numbers here, you can put little dashes or hyphens. Now this next one down here, looking for your longest chain, okay? And also you notice that you have a triple bond. So that has to be part of this longest chain. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would be the longest. That's going to tell us hept. The triple bond is telling us it's an ine, heptine. So we can put that, I'll put it up here, just give myself a little bit more room. So heptine is at the end. You also want to specify what carbon your heptine or your ine portion is on. So you're going to start numbering from this side. This is carbon number 2. So we can say it's 2 heptine. Now you're looking at your substituents. So this is our backbone here. We have a methyl one here and a methyl there. And that's carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we're going to specify that we have 2 methyls, we have dimethyl, and you have to say which carbon in each case. So 4, 5, dimethyl. And to do that, you put little commas. So 4 and 5, dash, dimethyl, dash 2, dash heptine. Now, let's go to the next ones. Okay, so this other one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay, this guy right here. Point out your functional group right away. Here you have an ester, right? Like a carboxylic acid, if this was an H, but it's not. So this is now an ester. Remember, the esters are made by breaking or by putting together a carboxylic acid and an alcohol group. So there's 2 different parts of the name that are going to go into this. There's this side and there's this side as well. Now, when you're naming an ester, it's O8 at the end. Okay, so O8. But what comes first is going to be this carbon chain attached to the carboxylic acid portion of it or attached to the carbonyl portion. So how many carbons are in that chain? We have 1, because this counts, don't forget that one, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to be a pentanoate. Okay, so pentanoate. And what's on the other side is going to come before that as a separate word. And here you just have an ethyl group. So that is ethyl pentanoate. And that last one on there, so this was number 3. Number 4, we have, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think I have them all covered in there. Okay, point out your functional group. You have an ether. You just have the 1 oxygen. And in this case here, there are a couple of different ways you can write this out. Prefer to use just the word ether at the end, but other people use a variety of different ways. So I'll give you 2 names here in this case. You also want to look at the two sides of it. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 on one side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the other side. Okay. So we have a pentane on this side and a butane on that side. So you would call it butyl, pentyl, ether, or this is the term that's used in oxy, okay? So keep your shorter one first. It would be a butoxy, and then the second half, pentane. So two different ways that we would accept butyl, pentyl, ether. Think about back to the simplest ones we learned in class, which say dimethyl ether, right? Or methyl ethyl ether, the other two sides. Here you have a butane, so it's butyl, pentane, pentyl, ether. Okay, that's it for this question.